Hi, this is Lami Dome Dome Yates again with another episode of Holistic Approach to Wellness with MS. Today, I would like to talk about limitations. How we set them and looking past it, but also just trying to be safe. And so today I'm at my rock climbing gym. Show you here. I'll talk about that in a second. And so if you hear some noise in the background, that's why. But really, this whole idea for this episode came about a conversation I had just talking about kind of my son a little bit. So my son does obstacle course races, and he had just mentioned at the end of it, Mom, you should do it. And I immediately was just thinking in my head, are you kidding me? It would take me 6+ hours. I can't even walk, just immediately went to basically, I can't do it. And I was telling my friend about this conversation, and he automatically off the bat was like, Mommy, don't put limitations on yourself just because you have MS. And I just really thought about that so much to the point of me doing an episode. Really just kind of made me stop and think about, I shouldn't just automatically rule that out. Now, is that something I want to do? No, I don't care to do obstacle courses, or maybe years ago I would have, but if it is something I truly was interested in wanting to do, I definitely would at least maybe look into doing like the shortest version of it, and then at least trying, and if I had to walk the whole thing, then that would be it. But I would definitely think about it if it was something I truly was interested in. But when he had mentioned about not putting limitations on myself just because I have MS, there was just two things that immediately popped in my head. The first was, he clearly does not realize the everyday struggles that happen with MS patients or autoimmune issues, and just the fact that I can struggle depending on the day, just walking around in my kitchen and doing errands and just doing basic things physically. And then not only that, but emotionally frustrating, and then exhausting with fatigue. So there's just these little everyday things that happen. Like I even fell in my bathroom 2 or 3 months ago. So a lot of things that people don't realize, because I, in general, can walk okay, not use a cane at this point. But just things like that, I just don't realize that people, or even my friends, know how bad it can be sometimes. But on the flip side of that, it also really just got me thinking too of just maybe I shouldn't, not only in that scenario, but just not put limitations on myself because of my MS. So got me thinking of, I used to love rock climbing. I used to take my kids indoor rock climbing, let's be clear on that. I used to take my kids, and it was so fun, and I honestly just forgot about how much I realized or enjoyed and realized that I love it. And so, why not? I didn't want to just assume, because I can't walk, why would I even fathom thinking about this? And that's another thing too that is weird. I know this is pretty extreme. But I had somebody else tell me, if you have problems walking, why would you even try to rock climbing? But it's just different. I can't even really explain it. When you walk, it's like a whole 6 to 8 step process, right? You have to lift your foot, and then your leg, and then kind of lift it up, and then take a step, and then balance your hips. It's a whole thing to walk. But for some reason, climbing up, just upward vertical, is still doable for me right now. And Not to say that, of course, I do have issues with spasticity. So I do have issues with my leg shaking sometimes, and depending on the position I'm in. But I'm just doing like basic levels, like first one or two, and then sometimes I can only climb up 2 or 3, steps or whatnot, and that's it. But my point is, some days I can't do anything, and then some days I can do a lot better. So I just wanted to say we really just need to be creative and figure out, what you are and may not be capable of, but certainly trying it and not just assuming that, well, you must not be able to do that. Again, I know this is a very extreme example, and I do want everybody to be safe, first and foremost. Of course, do know your limitations and what you are capable of, but also just, explore a little bit if you're able to. And so what does this even have to do with the holistic part of it? Well, when you think about it, always talk about mind, body, and soul aspects. So as far as the mind goes, it is about reframing your mindset. And I've talked about this before in past episodes, just staying positive, pivoting in baby steps, right? It's just about trying it. And then if you can't, move on to something else. But if you can, just start there and then progress with practice. And so, again, with the mindset of just, rethinking of what you can do, and really focusing on that versus what you can't. And kind of figuring out what is the best movement for you. So as far as the body aspect, what do you enjoy? And it's so important for us to really have exercise and get moving at least 3 to 4 times a week. It's just good for our bodies in general, good for our mental health. So, but it really is just, being proactive also in that sense, to make sure we are moving. And then as far as the soul aspect, it's really just kind of figuring out what makes you happy for exercise. So some people do like to just walk. I've gotten into swimming a lot this past summer. Forgot how much I enjoyed swimming. And that's definitely something that has nothing to do with walking. So it's way better and has been more fun just because just fluid in the water and you're not having to lift up my leg like you normally do with walking and things like that. So again, found my love for swimming, and also it's just kind of nice to know that, oh yeah, I can still do things with my MS. And so kind of just wanted to show just a little bit more of the gym. Plan to do this big wall here in the next couple months, hopefully. And so this place is nice because it has a yoga studio. It does have a gym with weights and treadmill, etc. It's just nice to kind of help see people staying active and having fun, and just kind of good to see to help me stay active also. But I know these gyms can be expensive, or just gyms in general, but again, there's other ways that you can try to fit exercise into your life, whether it is just walking, or if you do have access to swimming or biking. I'd like to say too that I forgot that you can also ask your doctor for, it's called a LMN. It's a letter of medical necessity, where they can literally write you a prescription, so to speak, of saying look, we need this for our health. So gym members, they can write a prescription for gym memberships, including this place, even massages. I mean, you name it. There's a lot of things that are for our wellness and for our health that your doctor, if you just ask, could write a prescription for, and that would be covered under your like FSA, the flexible spending or health account. So just something to keep in mind too. Also, what I love about this gym is it also offers a pay what you can membership. Now, of course, you have to qualify that, you know, depending on your income and whatnot. But I don't know, I've never in my life have heard of any fitness facility that offers pay what you can. Just happen to see it on their website. But again, it's all about research. Always look at websites and read everything on these websites, because I guarantee you, if I were to ask anybody here if they knew about this pay what you can concept and membership, nobody would know, I'm pretty sure. I just happened to look at every inch of the page of the website and found it. I found that to be great, because I know, again, a lot of these gyms and things, a lot of people don't have access to it, but it's just nice to know that that's available and that some people do offer that. So I just want to end with, you know, my intention with this was just to make sure you stay positive, stay active, and let's get motivated, get friends involved, or go by yourself, whatever makes you happy. But let's just stay moving so that we can make sure our symptoms are just, you know, at the minimum, and that often is helped by doing a lot of exercise and staying active. Have a great day. Let's continue to keep each other happy and healthy. Any questions or comments, please post to the forum on mytraxel.com, and you can always just find me there too if you just need to email me.